My name is Rolando. I was born in the Dominican Republic and raised in New York City. And I'm an SU student. Like my whole life has been like a struggle of like understanding where is home, you know what I mean? Because I came to NYC at 2, so I wasn't old enough to really feel what DR was like growing up, to really feel like I was like from there. But then when I'm in the city, it's like, oh, you have no family here except your mom. You only really got like your friends. Like there was never any like big 4th of July barbecues, never, you know, like anything crazy like that. So it's always been a struggle of like really finding where that home is. So with everything been going on with coronavirus, Not Again SU, Black Lives Matter, politics, I wanted to work with this project with my guy Malik so that we could create something that everyone could relate to, you know what I mean? So that we could start a conversation and so that it can be continued throughout the rest of this time, because now is the time for us to create the change that we need in the world.
So, being a man of color right now in America, in New York, being in college, having so many things going on right now in the past 4 or 5 months, how does that make you feel right now?
Like the world is changing. I feel like right now, being a man of color in America, like right now after these last few months, like just like everything is changing, you know what I mean? Like our responsibilities, like how like the world is viewing us, how we are viewing ourselves, like everything is being challenged, but we're progressing forward, you know what I mean?
And what does that look like for you?
I feel like for me, at least with like recently with all these cases where victims have been coming out talking about sexual allegations that men have done, it's just made me rethink everything, rethink how women are treated, rethink how men, like the culture has been created so that these things happen.
And what do you feel that needs to be done? Like, how will we go about change?
It starts with just starting the conversation, you know what I mean? Like, we need to be able to talk about these topics. Like these were topics that like were handled always like behind closed doors, you know what I mean? And now like they're getting pushed into the light. It's important for us to like have these conversations so that we can like progress forward, you know what I mean? Like holding each other accountable, you know what I mean? If there's like someone we know that did something like that, even just being like, yo, like think about your actions, you know what I mean? Education, like us understanding what consent, what treatment of others like properly looks like, you know what I mean? So right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, I feel like so much has happened, like especially in New York City, so many protests, like the police. Yo, honestly, growing up in New York City, like you felt that pressure from the police, you know what I mean? Just being like a person of color, they just look at you differently when you in the subway. You just on your way home, you on your way to school, they stop you and they like, oh, where you going? This was a long time coming, you know what I mean?